Good morning, everybody. Today is October 27th, a Thursday, and it is a cool day, I could say. It's not hot. Yesterday we didn't do a video because there was no power, so these guys really couldn't work because they needed grinders and a welder to do most of their work that they got going on. So gotta put us back another day. So Saturday they're shooting to pour for the nice long weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. Well, 2-day weekend for them. They'll have Monday off, so they'll enjoy that. But anyways, if you can see behind me, you can't see too much, just hear lots of noises going on. They're all up on top, nothing going on the bottom because everything is pretty much set up on the bottom. But anyways, let's look and see what they are doing. All right, well, here's a better shot of these guys filling in the little patch holes of these ribs for the steel decking. Pretty simple, just a couple nails and their little cutout boards. All right, as you guys see right here, these guys are welding the dowels up to help support the top up so they don't slip. A little bit of strength too. These guys over here are busy putting in the rebar for the structural support for the cement. I think today and tomorrow they'll be doing that. And ISL has a delivery of 100 sacks of cement for the pour Saturday, which I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. It's really gonna be raining here because it's a typhoon coming up the coast right now. But we'll see how things go. And this is the leftovers right here of the steel decking. There's a couple more pieces over on the other side, but that is what's left. We're gonna recycle a little bit because we've seen our neighbor do recycling on their steel decking, and we are gonna use it for reinforcement for the septic tank when we pour it, because cars are gonna be parking on it, so I'm gonna have a little bit of extra strength for everything. All right, and the guys are still putting their little patches in so it doesn't leak. These guys also, I got a stack over here. They're working on the last little bit of steel decking, patching it in. They just did these today because these were holed out a little bit ago. They weren't done. And that's what's the other half of the steel decking that's left. So there's just cut up little pieces. There's actually one full chunk right there. I'm looking at all this, I'm like, man, that's some money right there. All the little pieces that are left over, but you can't do too much about it. We'll reuse a little bit of it, and I would suspect some of this will be go to the booty man to supply some ice and maybe a few beers, but I doubt there's enough for a few beers here. So I showed, I think on the last video or the video before, there's a huge gap right here. This is how they filled it. They just put some not really plywood, it's cocoa lumber, and it filled in that little gap that was there. And they still got a little bit over there to do still. Alright, so Lipa Steel just showed up. Our 100 bags of cement. So we should be good for whenever we pour. Saturday, I guess. So I don't know if it's going to get done or not due to the storm, but it might be an extra long 3-day weekend for these guys instead of a 2-day weekend. Alright, and these guys are bending lots and lots of rebar. But this stuff is actually pretty easy to go in for the flooring, for the deck. They just got to bend the little hook in it, and then they'll tie them in up on top. I think is going to climb up there here in a few minutes and show you guys how they're tying them in with the tie wire. All right, and there goes my helper up the ladder. That's the reason why Icel's having a fun time. Just her little lightness going up that. All right, so you can see how they're doing it. They're using the 12 mm. I think earlier I think a video or two ago, I said it was 10, but they're using 12 mm. But you can see they're putting it down in the dip. So you can see they're splicing, they're alternating every other groove on that steel decking. So there's strong points everywhere. Also, you can see there is a spacer in between the steel decking and the rebar. So the rebar can't touch the steel decking, so you know it's almost useless if it's always flat up against the steel decking. Well, it won't, they'll defeat the purpose of it, say that. Alright, so here's a nice view of the panoramic of the steel decking with everything done. It's about, I don't know, 50% done or so. So they'll be finishing up tomorrow early. So I'm not sure, I'm sure they'll be doing little finishings, little last touches of making sure nothing too big of holes to leak out. I am being told the dowels are still not in, so they got to go back through tomorrow after they get everything laid, and they'll start putting the dowels in. All right, so the foreman is hard at work measuring out and marking for all the dowels where they're going to be all placed at. Alright everybody, that is about it for our video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed. And once again, thank you for watching. And as always, goodbye.